Did you at any point in time in your quest on this particular law put together a bill that will undermine Ghana's economic growth? Which this is what the U.S., just somebody in the United States Embassy also has been saying.
I do not see. You see, it is unfathomable to say that this particular bill undermines economic growth. You see, let me give another example. I was in The Hague, the Netherlands. So at a meeting and issues relating to the LGBTQ bill in Ghana crop up. I am somebody who likes calling a spade, but not a long fork or spoon. So I asked that we have cultural dynamics. In The Hague, can I come to Hague and marry more than one? You know the answer that they gave me?
No.
It's against their law.
It's not bigamy.
That you are committing an offense of bigamy by marrying more than one. However, in Africa, if you go under the traditional marriage, it is potentially polygamous. But we do not see it as a crime. But to them, it is a crime. So what is wrong if in our country we are looking at LGBTQ, homosexuality, lesbianism, transgender, bestiality, pedophilia, we are looking at those activities as a crime in their country. If they feel it should not be a crime in their country, they should engage in those activities. There is a sovereignty of every country. So if in their country I cannot be polygamous, and we are polygamous in Africa, but it is not undermining our economic activities, why should an act or a law made by Parliament prohibiting LGBTQ activity will go a long way to undermine our economic?
A purported spokesperson for United States State Department, is it Miller or Milliner, as it's being called, has also pointed out that Ghana's tradition of tolerance, peace, and respect for human rights is a source of stability and prosperity that has long served the country as a model for countries around the globe. He believes that the bill will undermine Ghana's valuable public health, media, and civic spaces, and the economy.
Well, my short answer is that maybe such a person is looking at the bill at the original state in which it was brought to Parliament. If our constitution doesn't undermine the freedom of the media, and the bill is subject to the provisions of the constitution, how reasonably can you say that the bill is undermining your freedom? If the constitution does not undermine your freedom, and the law is subject to the provisions of the Constitution. If our Constitution does not violate human rights, and there is a whole chapter dedicated to fundamental human rights, and this bill is subject to the provisions of the Constitution, and the Constitution does not undermine human rights, how can you say the bill undermines human rights?